What's going on, boys? Welcome back to another video. I suppose it's another day of day trading the bull S&P 500 and Nasdaq 100. Um, I'm gonna start off by removing my drawings here. I start by marking out my sessions out. Once marking sessions out, you then start marking your highs and lows on the day. Alright, so I know that this right here is, I should do these in blue. I'm gonna say London low. Over here, you see this is the highest move of London. So you know what this is? This is London high. Over here, well, it looks like this. That's Asia high. And then we got Asia low right here. Asia low right here. Okay. So this shit, we got to move down is into Asia high. Move over here. This is Asia low. Move down here. This right here is well, off this, what it's telling me. Well, my 4-hour bearish. I think I'm bullish on the day though. Look for some bullish moves. Maybe come down, fill the rest of this gap in. Maybe sweep this low right here. Possibly sweep this low. And we could possibly react off of that. That's a big move down. We have multiple moves up to the upside to see and see draws and liquidity. This could be a breaker structure in the hourly, but we're still bearish. So slightly looking for shorts and a possible reversal. Looking for shorts at the moment and maybe a point of possible reversal, just because in the past, I don't know, almost 24 hours, I think that's how many candles there, right? Yeah, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. In the last 28 hours, only black candles have been produced. We swept out basically all draws and liquidity on the 4-hour, except this gap that we have yet to fill fully. Or that low that's rests right beneath that one. And if we were to come under there, dip underneath that, and they actually respect this in the 4-hour, which would be that 10 a.m. candle closure, that would be ideal. In the hourly, multiple draws and liquidity right here, and then this was just a box, which is also another good draw on liquidity. That was gonna fill new week opening gaps. This was great on my birthday, and it's pretty funny. Off that, this is a 4-hour low, so this is a high draw on liquidity. Wow. Okay, so well over here on SPX, we already filled this. We filled this gap already heavy. We passed down it, and then we swept out draws and liquidity to the downside. Okay, so anything below this at this point, new draws on liquidity, and the hourly. 4 hour. This guy, yeah, basically inversed all of it. So knowing that it inversed that gap, inversed multiple other gaps, swept liquidity up there. Next draw on liquidity is right here, I pointed out. There's another one even below that. But at this point, we got an SMT right here. Got a bearish SMT possible. Day 2. Or nutty. Those fucking candles. It's like 1600. Yeah, bro, 2 got full port of this and got fat after. Boom, full ported after this. Boom, took longs. Long gun silver all the way up to the top. Bears, so swap draws. Oh yeah. That SMT that's playing out is off of these lows here. Right. Wow. Then again, that's the 1500 candle. 1500. Yeah, it's the same one. SMT off that, bit bullish. Came down, spooked these lows while Nasdaq stayed above them. So I possibly think that Nasdaq's gonna stay above these and keep it rich up to uptime. So we have a pretty solid retrace. The daily we dumped. I didn't realize that. Came down, filled this gap. That's nice. Broke structure, that would be official break. What else could use a bit of retrace? Yeah, it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months. 7 months, half this year we've been going nothing but up. Okay. That being said, market opened 3 minutes ago. With that being said, the SMT off those lows. Probably have low time frame SMT. Honestly, no, it's dead ass similar as hell. Okay. So we're just gonna see what price actually wants to tell us. Offer up, we're coming out, sweeping out low resistance liquidity. Basically all low resistance liquidity on the London session and pre-market. both A and B. S&P is dumping. Nasdaq is also dumping underneath those same lows. Okay, so we're actually sticking together now. No SMTs are happening off the opening candle. You might want to come down, sweep out line and low, and reverse off of that. Actually, I didn't check. Is there reverse to it? Let's see if there's news. Damn, that's fucking crazy. See this fucking bear right here? Dude, we just swept those lower resistance liquidities right now. Australian had CPI, which, yeah, no, none of that's affecting me. Oh shit. In the wrong month, plus. Alright, today. Yeah, nothing going on here. This is a normal day. This is a normal Tuesday over here. Just swept that low out. Slash broke structure towards the downside after breaking structure to the upside. We didn't sweep much liquidity. We didn't sweep liquidity even in London's pre-market. Okay, it's just gonna start depending on what we do here. Again, I could see one of them coming down, sweeping out low and low, and one of them staying above low and low. Yeah, it looks like Nasdaq's gonna come sweep low and low, and SPX is gonna fill the sweep low and low. And if it were to do that, then you could have an SMT off those lows. So that guy will go up there, and then that one will go down here, and then that's it. It's bullish. So then I'm going to start to look for break structure back to the upside, a little retrace and boom. Oh, we swept those lows up. And run the extras right here. So. It's a good draw. I mean, if you want to, that's some hourly highs, Asia high, and London high are also doable. But if I wanted to look for shorts, I would have hoped for price to come up, hit London high, and then start doing whatever it wanted to do from there. This is a little less ideal. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm saying it's less ideal. Yeah, we have another one there, we have another one there. So I always draw right there. I don't know though, I'm fucking yawning way too much over here. I can't be yawning. Oh yeah, see how this is. Over here in the hourly, there's no highs that were created like SPX was. So it's cool in that sense. We just inversed up. Found it for yeah. I didn't see that. Multiple. Two of them. Alright, we disrespected both those fair value gaps. Off that with breaker structure. Technically, next candle comes up here, dips into this fair value gap, and then respects it. I could see price continue to shoot lower. Is that what I'm looking for? No. Nasdaq's way closer to this strong liquidity. Could expect to see that. Usually as market up is usually expecting such a unexpected big retrace back up in this range where I'm expecting it to go into. It's not exactly what's happening here. We tapped into that fair value up on ton now. From the perspective, I can still expect to short out of this. Disrespect it like so. Expect that less. The biggest structure would be happening over here on Nasdaq. If we possibly retraced after them, it's like possibly one highs, possibly Asian highs right before. If we do that, there's basically no main draw to the upside, so at that point I'd kind of be looking for shorts. Just because we swept down such good jaws of liquidity. Break, retrace. I could look for long bonus overs. Yeah, long done silver would be sweet, dude. Would I want to go long off of this? Maybe particularly not, but this would be a 15-minute break. 50-minute break, though. It's not really what we're supposed to do. want to be with the Bulls today. The Bulls. The Bulls. Not the Bears, the Bulls. Okay, we were ripping right now. We're about to take out London High on NASDAQ. SPX over, edging out London High. We're going to sweep London High first. Boom, swept London High right now. SPX fails to. Or SPX does hit it. NASDAQ fails to. And here's the 5-minute gap there off that. My fair value got disrespected there, so I no longer care about that. It's 6:45. Not terrible. You know, the key with all this is always to be emotionless when you're trading. Don't think about it super hard. And what you should be thinking about is just like what you should be thinking about is what's there that's gonna actually help me learn something today. Is me going on here and say, alright, I'm gonna sell right now. Is that doing something for me, guys? No. You know what is gonna do something for me? If I sit here, talk to myself, and basically read out play for play on what I see, right? Because I see a big draw on liquidity down here. I see a bunch of low resistance liquidity be formed in front of it. Off rip, market comes down, sweeps out all that low resistance liquidity, keeping that main draw alive. And on the opposite index, it does the same thing, but it almost comes down, sweeps out that London low. On SPX, it fails to do that. We then shoot up, hit this London high. And you know what I'm gonna say now at this point? Now at this point, I think I'm gonna be looking for some shorts. Like, I don't know. Yeah, this withdrawal liquidity right here is a major draw. That's all liquidity since fucking Asian session was created, or London session was open. There's all that liquidity. Swept that all out. So that's enough liquidity to send the price in the opposite direction easily. So I might be able to have a 950 entry if I just see our 955 entry model. If I see something happen here, might be like a 10-10 entry model type of vibe. Just because I don't think the Nasdaq's gonna come up and take out those highs. Because like I was saying, we got this vibe. Boom, it comes down taking out these lows. While Nasdaq stays above those lows. They're coming down and sweeping them. Again, I think I'm gonna be looking for my shorts today on Nasdaq. I'm going to understand what they're both telling me. but I'm wanting to take my trade on that Nasdaq. SPX is still ripping up to the upside, taking out some draws and liquidity. I hopefully we create a bearish SMT off this. Now look, it's gonna give me some bullish vibes. We broke structure, now let's look for a retrace. A retrace back into the over equilibrium. Yeah, I know that shit's not equilibrium, right? No, I know that shit for sure. That's what we do here. If we stay above these lows, like doesn't look like we want any bearish momentum, I'll be bullish. Which I'm kind of playing my bullish SMT vibe, which is off that. Small SMT, so then do that. Stay. Oh yeah. Running high, second draw on liquidity is being took out. That's Asian high. I know up here it says Asian high, but that's Asian high, low resistance liquidity. If you look at the hourly here, that's that draw. I guess the next draw we have is up to here. Same with this. I do think we'll probably break structure out of this range. Nasdaq came up, swept those highs out. I'm gonna say the only thing we did is we swept these lows out, and we have that big bullish SMT divergence on there. I knew that high time SMT was playing something. But now, like I'm saying, we swept out a lot of draws and liquidity towards the upside. We could continue higher. We come up and reach the rest of the Asian highs. Because also, I've been hearing about what fucking daily equilibrium. Daily EQs up here. Fucking green. Okay, EQ's right at the box. Those draws can't do the right candle closure off this. Again, we're low-key ripping. What kind of point move is this? It's like 100 point. That's a 0.64 move. Holy shit. Oh yeah, I don't think we're moving 1.7%. We moved down 1.7% overall on the day. Holy fuck. Dude, we dumped fat. We dumped 1.3%. Dude, that's a big drop over here. Okay. I low-key could have longed off this. Yeah, inversion breaker structure, slight retrace, and boom, landed on silver. There's no, my model and my entry point on this was not there, so I'm basically just crying in the wind saying, man, I wish I took the trade, so. Not too mad about it. But there's a point to where I want to be able to just kind of read the market as it's saying to me. So like if I were to see that happen right now and seeing that we swept the all lows as liquidity with the bullish high time frame bullish SMT with inverse 5-minute inverse fair value gap with 5-minute break, get along off that. Right. I mean, dude, that looks like a girthy fucking long off this, to be honest. It's a 0.38%, yeah, I mean, you know that I'd have to target over here. If I were to do that one, I'm not honestly gonna regret it. That's like a 1.5% move to the top. A 0.1% move. 1%. Could happen, I suppose, but I think it's going to now. We're now just tapping in that equilibrium range for the day. Alright guys, I gotta go take a dump, dude. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. You chill right here. You stay. You stay. Alright, good boy. You stay. Stay. Bro, I'm low-key so pissed, boys. Well, let's fucking pull this shit up real quick. Alright. Hopefully I can see myself right now, but I'm pretty sure I can't. But bro, I'm so pissed. Bro, fuck, dude. Off rip, right? We then, okay, the London session happened. This is really the only session we have to worry about usually, generally, unless like the previous session was creating higher highs and higher lows. Which it wasn't. It was creating lower lows and lower highs. So all these lows were already swept. Blah blah blah. Boom. By that point, once this happened and created this, boom, swept these out. That's basically all liquidity. A lot of large liquidity right there was swept out. Dude, I actually kind of waiting for with this. Once this liquidity was swept out, I seen that. I then wanted to look for another manipulation during fucking the session we're in, New York session. Boom, off rip, what did we do? We came down, manipulated all low time frame lows. I said so we sweeped out all low time frame liquidity. But I didn't consider us already sweeping out the other liquidity, so that's all the liquidity swept out. So you know what that's able to do. Oh shit, boys, look what we're doing right now. Might be able to get in on a little more, one more long here. We just tapped into this fair value gap, and now it looks like we're rejecting up out of it. Hold up. Okay, we tapped into that fair value gap that I was talking about. We could disrespect it now. We respected it twice. Looks like we're gonna just maybe possibly respect it more, but what other draws we have? Yeah, we see now we have all of Asian session. But right now we just made like a 1% move, which is insane for for the day. That's a big ass move already. Okay, we only did 0.67. Okay, so not as much. What do we do on this? Nas. Okay, Nasdaq made the bigger move that I was talking about. Nasdaq moved 0.87% today, which is fat. Oh, okay, I was gonna say, and I hit a 1 minute entry model right here, bro. Boom, broke structure, boom. Retracing the equilibrium. Boom, tapped out of that. That would have been the spot to long right there. Right, I didn't think about any of that shit. Okay, right now we're reversing back down, so we're getting a 5 minute retrace. We also have that hourly candle that closed. It's probably way up there at the top. Yep. Right at the top there. So then we started the retrace right after. We then broke structure. I don't know how far it's gonna rotate down. We could just wait to see. That would have been such a good move to get in, though, boys. And I could have took profit right here. You know what this green line is? Remember what we were talking about? The day equilibrium right here. Boom, taps right into that. Right, that would have been a fire trade, a 0.57 move. That would be so fat. It's a little bigger stop, 0.24% or a 62 point move to 146 point move. Like they're both doable. That shit was like a good. That would have been a good trade. Yeah. See, I need to hop on the charts a little earlier and just look at what we're doing. Cause I don't know. Yeah, because we tapped down past these, swept all this liquidity out right here at this point. Broke structure, boom. And then market opens, we need to manipulate somehow because we already manipulated basically all these lows. They're in pre-market. Boom, we can now manipulate all of these lows now. Even the lows we made pre-market. Then out of that, we just fucking fly. And then you could have just waited for a even lower time frame, because if the 5 minute swept the liquidity and not the high time frame, then you want to think about reversals. Boom, we break structure right here. Technically, you can go off that, but if you want a little more confirmation, you wait for like a little equilibrium play. Right here, yep. There it is. We boom, tap right into equilibrium. Boom, wait for that 1 minute break of structure, or 1 minute like confluence out of that. 1 minute bullish candle out of that. There's order flow. Boom, we get that. Next candle taps through. Long dawn silver up to those eyes. And if you could have just went up to London high. The RR on that would have been mid, and I mean, if you just went to equilibrium on the day, it would have been a fire move. Okay. I mean, that would have been the move for me today. Yeah, that shit was good, dude. I could have got in even late too. I could have seen this poem tap right here. Got in here, stops underneath this. Bada bing. I was slacking right there. SPX. Dude, this shit's moving still. 568. It is a smaller move. But me saying that's a small move doesn't mean anything. I'm merely trying to get up. Moving on, that is pretty crazy. I know TJR got this trade. It's a simple trade to see. Super simple. I guarantee you TGI hit this trade today. And yeah, that trade right there would have been hit by TGR. On SPX, you see the same move play out, but it's also I think the lagging index on the other things, so Nasdaq would have been a bigger play, just because the high time frame S&T off these. That's what, dude. TGR loves those SMTs, and these SMTs, I'm not too sure about them right now. I'm just trying to incorporate them to understand how they work. But I seen this right here play out. Boom, this is the leading index because this guy didn't sweep the liquidity. SPX came down, swept the liquidity underneath this new day opening or new week opening gap. So basically, Nasdaq's up here sitting right up in this area, and then right now, Nas just came up and or SPX came up and swept these right here. I mean, dude, that would have been just a really good move. Other than that, yeah, I should have seen that play out just from the higher time frame. The 5 minute would have told me basically everything I needed to know. Yeah, I mean, this broke structure, then broke back down. I was waiting for 5 minute confluences when I should have been waiting for 1 minute, just because we already swept out all that liquidity, even including on the higher time frame where we had that SMT right here. And I knew I was supposed to play on Nasdaq today as well. Do I think another big move gonna happen today? Possibly, but I'm just gonna keep my eye out. I'm not forcing any trades. Just seeing what the market tells me. That's kind of key. There's lots of fair value gaps. What time is it? Fair value gap. 5 minute. 5 minute fair value gap tapped into. You have to make structure. Just tap this fair value gap. Technically, I could look for 1 minute break, like boom, and then long off that stops under this. Off this, I got filled way up here and shit. Stops and just like having a couple ticks below. Let's see. What else do I target? Deadass Asia high, which is opening. Market opened and it created that high. That'd be the only thing. Fuck it, right? Tapped out of it again. It's a big loss. Okay. Fucking hate the magnet sometimes, bro. Right about there. Okay. Going off this continuation. Tapping this 5 minute fair value gap. Boom, did this, swept out all liquidity. Could continue. We're showing bullish momentum over here as well. 5 minute. 5 minute we're showing dip tap fair value gap. Broke structure as well. Yeah. We could come down, sweep, break structure to the downside, I suppose, and continue our 4-hour thing. Continuation. Higher time frame does hold higher power. Knowing that the higher time frame holds higher power, we might want to see. Yeah, my SPX is tweaking out. Hold up here, man. Can I reload this shit? Shit's tweaking out. I just delete all my drawings. Oh, fucking below. Alright. Well, here we are. SPX. Okay. Yeah, we finally got this. Okay, NASDAQ. SPX is pushing still. NASDAQ, the one I'm in on. It's pushing down still a little. My stop's underneath that guy. Okay. To be honest with you, I'm not too confident in this trade actually. Right now we just tap back into this hourly fair value gap, bearish fair value gap to the downside. And we just wanted to retrace back into this. This is about equilibrium on this fair value gap. I think we're going to push higher and tap into that second one. Possibly. But also possibly not. Because we already filled this. What we're going to want to do is we're going to finish filling this down here. So I think our next major draw on liquidity is to the downside. This orange line. Again, right now I guess I'm playing on this retrace play, which honestly isn't ideal. Yeah, the hourly broke, but that could just be a little liquidity sweep all this low time frame liquidity, and then we continue downwards. I'm listening to the lower time frame right now, like a 1 hour-ish. 1 hour is telling me bullish though. Tapped right into this fair value gap right about halfway. I think we're gonna have another red candle to the upside, possibly. I mean, blue candle. Yeah, we could tap into this other fair value gap. What about equilibrium to this high to this low? That's pretty far, isn't it? The fuck? Dude, I swear to click the screen. Dude, this shit's making my shit lag. Yeah, up here is equilibrium. We could tap right into equilibrium. But me saying it's gonna tap all the way back up over here is crazy. Yeah, no, I think we're fucking. Okay. You know what I'm cooking up here? I might be thinking that SPX is gonna want to push up, hit this hourly high over here. Let's see on SPX. NASDAQ doesn't have that high on the hourly. What hour is it? I think it's like 2200. Yeah, 2200, like I said. Boom. This is a blue candle. Move up, then move down. Boom, that's a high. Hourly high. Pretty big draw. Boom, we might want to push up here. Like I said, Nasdaq doesn't have that, so it's not as ideal. But they're in pairs, so I think one would want to push higher. The other one's also going to push higher. I'm not going to say by a ton. Do I think we're going to come up and take this job liquidity? No. It's a 1 to 5. I'm looking for maybe like a 1-to-1 ratio right now. Yeah, so let's get up to these eyes over here. Cause now we just that. Yeah. Not saying we're doing bad on there. 15-minute break structure, gave that low right there. It's under that 15-minute low. That's good. Let's fucking shoot for this 15-minute high right here. SPX. Where's it going to now? Yeah, that's next draw liquidity. Is about equilibrium on this gap. It's a little slower. The time is it's 10:15, 7:30. There's 4 minutes left on this candle. A 15-minute, 30-minute. All these candles. What's the 30 minutes on me? 30 minutes on the break structure. Yeah, now we're getting this one down candle. That might be ideal too. This might be here. Or it could be bad. No, it could be either. I'm saying if we stay like this for this rest of these 2 minutes, it would be more ideal. Like I said, I'm gonna push up with the equilibrium over here. But on the 30, we're gonna candle, we're going this down. Down candle, 5-minute. Sorry, the 15-minute one is okay. On the 5-minute. I'll move up, then move down. I'm not sure. What would be ideal? Well, I guess not that. Just not how the break structure would be at this point. Which I guess it would be ideal for me to drag stops up. So that drags stops up, just because it's these are bigger draws in liquidity, so it could create low resistance liquidity and it'll come down, sweep that out, and I'll sweep my bigger draw. So continue on. Head to the little draw in liquidity like I wanted to. And boom. That being said, we're slugging. Nothing crazy. 7:30 happened, candle closed. Move down, create this high. Could come down, sweep this down. Be down bad. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Not falling, but clip were down bad. Your brake section. Oh, fuck. We had so much buying pressure that yeah, they were gonna retrace mega hard. You just wanted to wake us up. Fuck me. Let's see, dude. Oh, 220 is crazy. 260, 270. Fuck, 170. Alright, that's cool. That's cool. Oh my god. What was the one I was saying? I think I was saying that here. That's so funny. That's so fucking funny, dude. I don't know though. It's hard to say. Fuck, dude. Well, let me just think about it. We'll turn it down. Down and move up. That's a big restriction. I'll find it. 15's down there. Move up. Down and move up. Yeah. This is not worth my trade, you know. The trade I should have took was earlier. And now I'm down 170. My profits from yesterday. So on the week, I'm still green $42, but definitely not ideal. I need to lock in. Yeah, look at this shit. It's dumping. We can break down here. Yeah, all that shit's not ideal anymore. And other than that, I'm going to go ahead and hop off the charts. I gotta go do some shit. But I'm going to post this up and just say I gotta get a little smarter on my trade setups, and I gotta be more confident early morning, because early morning is key, because that shit is insane. That candle, that shit was only fucking blue all the way up. Alright, other than that though, I'll catch y'all on the next.